what's up? Friday, January 31st, end of the month, last day of the month. I got a really nice email today from a subscriber. He made 17,000 bucks profit today, basically over the last 2 days. I told him, I have a bearish view on the market, and I'm going to get into that. He asked me, hey Mike, are there any puts that I could buy? I gave him a recommendation of puts on the SPY, and he made 17,000 bucks. And a profit like that could pay for my report, the $395 a month report, for more than 3 years. Now this guy, he's smart. He bought in when it was $100 a month. But I mean, even at $395, so people say, you guys say it's expensive. I'll tell you what's expensive. It's expensive not having this report. And I get people all the time that sign up and they quit and they say they can't use this information, which is ridiculous. I mean, the most important information you could have is information that tells you what basic conditions in the economy are. Because from that, you could create any kind of a strategy. And it doesn't matter whether you're in the markets, maybe you're in real estate, maybe you're running your own business. I mean, I have people who are subscribers that don't play in the markets, but maybe they're in real estate, or they're entrepreneurs, or they're running their own business, and they want to have a handle on basic economic conditions. I mean, that's important to everybody. Anyway, let's talk about the market. We're down over 500 points today. Now, a couple of things I want to mention here. First of all, this is not a buying opportunity. And let me step back a bit, because over the last month, maybe a little bit longer, the last month and a half, I turned bearish on the market. There are things in the fiscal situation. Now, I'm not 100% sure right now, but I keep saying that the evidence is piling up in that direction, and I'm more on the cautious side. But I think what's happening now is the fiscal support to the economy is eroding, not because spending is going down, but because, remember, those flows are two ways. I mean, the government spends, it injects income into the economy, and taxation removes income. But as long as that flow is positive in the direction of the economy, then I use the analogy of the swimming pool filling up with water. That's income filling up. And by the way, we saw it in some of the data today that income gains and spending now at the slowest rate in a number of years. So this is all related to these flows, all right? And I track these, like I said, I track these on a daily basis. I have this way before everybody. And I even said the other day, because the CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, said, oh, we're going to have $1 trillion deficits. I said, we're not going to hit that this year. You heard it here first. The deficit is narrowing versus last year, whereas last year at this time, it was expanding rapidly. So there was not just a net addition of income to the economy, but it was accelerating. Now it's decelerating, and it may even flip negative. Now this is bad. All right, let me say one thing, because some of you might be wondering why I haven't really talked very much about the coronavirus. And here's the reason why. I don't know, and I don't think anyone knows at this point, the extent of the danger that it poses. It's not really quantifiable right now. There's a lot of hysteria about it. And it could be absolutely devastating. I don't know. I'm not in a position to know that. I know that some people say, I guess more calmer heads would say, hey, look, more people die from the flu every year. More people die from cancer or from smoking cigarettes. I don't know. I stick to things that I can quantify, things that I use as my method of determining conditions in the economy. And that's all about fiscal. It's about bank credit. So I haven't said a lot about coronavirus. I'm not saying it can't mushroom into a kind of global pandemic like, the the people, are postulating, some people anyway, but I don't know, okay? Clearly, it right now, it's a headline risk. I mean, people are seeing that, and flights are being canceled, and there's quarantines, and every 10 minutes another person pops up somewhere who has the virus, so it's scary. And I could understand that as a headline fear for the market, but in terms of the real economic impact, I just don't know. So that means I'm not saying it's not going to be bad. I'm just saying I don't know. So I stick to the stuff I know, which is the fiscal stuff. Now here, this is the thing. And this is what I've been telling you about. And this is the reason why I got bearish after so many years of being bullish on the market. And it's not so much about the market as it is about the economy. If the economy contracts, even if it slows down, the stock market is going down. And these are not dips that you buy. Just like the reverse was true over the past several years. The economy was expanding, the fiscal flows were expanding. The dips were dips that you bought. Now this reverts into rallies that you sell. So, I sent out an update today to my subscribers. If you want to get a copy of that, go to my website. You got to sign up for this. I know a lot of you have been sitting on the sidelines. I cannot overemphasize that the most, and I don't care what you do. You may not be in the markets, but you may be in business for yourself. You may be working for a firm that needs this information. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everyone needs to have a handle on basic economic conditions. You can just make better decisions, better financial decisions, better life decisions. This is not about, trading in the markets. I mean, you can use it for that, of course. That's, I sit here and I talk about the markets all day long. But I have people who are not in the stock market or the Forex market or the commodities markets. They're just in business for themselves. And they understand the value of this information. You gotta have a handle on basic conditions. And that is what I provide. And of course, I shouldn't forget to mention the mental game aspect. I mean, I did a whole video on that yesterday about making yourself strong mentally, making yourself mentally resilient, mentally tough. That is as important as, being physically strong, being in shape, being fit, physically fit, especially in this activity if you're going to be in the markets. I mean, everyone faces stress all the time when you're in the markets. So go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com. I have the link in the description below. You could just click and get a 30-day free trial, but you need the information. You need to know what to look at. And don't forget, you have my courses out there. Understanding the Daily Treasury Statement course, MMT Value Stock Selection course, and the Forex course. You can get all three bundled together for $295. The understanding the Daily Treasury Statement. And it's crazy that I even give this information out. I shouldn't. Because this should be secret. It's not secret because it's a public document that comes out every day. But I mean, the knowledge of it and, understanding how to use it to your advantage. I mean, why am I giving it away for 99 bucks? It's ridiculous. I should have my head examined, but what can I tell you? I'm a nice guy. It's all on there, folks. But anyway, the economy could be in trouble. And let me just say this as a final word, which I find very, very ironic, is that, now, all last year I was telling you, look, we're not going to have a recession. We're not going to have a recession. The fiscal support is too great. Everybody was going crazy. The inverted yield curve and the trade war and this and that. We're going to have a recession. I said, no. Market's going higher. Now everybody's saying, oh, we're not going to have a recession. The business cycle has been repealed. There's no such thing anymore as a business cycle. Policy has conquered that, yada, yada. I had a Fed guy today said he's not worried about the inverted yield curve. Yes, it inverted again. Guess what? Now's the time they should be worried about that stuff. Because underlying conditions, the basic conditions, are starting to shift. All right, so there you go. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Sign up. Go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com. Sign up. You got to have it. Got to have it. 30-day free trial to MMT Trader. This guy paid for almost 4 years worth of subscriptions today in one day with a $17,000 profit. Bye.